Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. So we just will wait for just 2 or 3 minutes until the people come. Then we're gonna start. If anyone wants to say anything, go ahead. Then I will introduce myself, then start the session. So let's start. Let me introduce myself. This is Emad, core 13 from Egypt. Today I'm gonna support you on your Printf project. So uh, what I'm gonna uh, talking today. Uh, First of all, uh, anyone has any question? Like anyone stuck on anything before beginning? Mm, Seems like uh, all of you don't have problems. So let's uh, let's start. Our agenda for today, it was just I take your questions. If anyone stuck on anything, I will help him or her. And I gonna talk about function pointers and array of struct. Why you gonna use them and how to use array of struct to make your functions less on line of codes. So I gonna make a demo for you about this topic. So I hear someone open his microphone. So can you please mute yourself if you don't have questions? Mm,
I think the voice is coming from the girl's name is saying Akanyemi.
yes.
Akanyemi, please, will you turn it off your mic?
Can you hear us, Akanyemi?
No, I don't think
Mm,
she's hearing us.
yeah, she hears us. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
continue.
so does anyone has any questions before we start on the struct things and the function pointer? Hmm. Yeah, seems like. So I have a quick demo for you. I know all of you start in the project and I know all of you are legends and doing a good effort in this project. I know, but some of you has a big function and he want to make it like in less lines of code. So and some of you use and keep use the switch case, and I don't recommend using this. But let's see the switch case code and let's see why it's bad, or it's not bad, but why it takes like a lot of lines of code. Like here is a code, a main function, just with four specifiers using switch case. I don't put any logic here. I just refer to functions here. I don't put any, as I told you, I don't put any logic, just the function names and the specifier name. And it takes more than uh, 18 lines of code. So let's run this and see what is the output. The output, like as we should expect, here we're gonna like switch to the S, so it will run this function. And functions is very easy. I don't want to make it complex. Just it prints string str without new lines, without anything. So let's run this and see what will happen. Wait a second, GCC, yes. So let's run. I hope you can see my screen. I will zoom in to make it easy for you to read. So it prints str. So fine. So let's make this. Wait a second. Yeah. Let's use our another way. So this is a switch case way. So I have to have a break point. I have to have the case itself. Have to have like 3 lines to write one specifier, and I have to make each specifier on 3 lines, because if I do it like this, it's gonna run, but Betty will be not happy with this situation. So here is the bad code uh, of using switch case. So let's comment this and let's see this.
Okay, Emad, before
Go ahead.
you continue, I'm sorry for
Yeah, no
cutting you,
problem.
but okay, go to your code. Go to your code. Your code.
I open the code. Yeah, you want
Yeah, sure. VS
this
Code.
code?
In which in a switch statement.
Yes. Wait a second. I gonna comment this and
Yeah,
see the switch
but
statement.
I
Yes.
didn't understand I didn't understand the condition you specified in 35 in line, 35's line specifier. I didn't
Yes.
understand the condition you specified right there.
Yes. I have a character variable. It called a specifier. So I give this specifier value
Okay,
S.
specifier is the variable name,
Yes,
but
it's
nothing,
just a
right?
variable name. Yes, and
Okay.
it like this. You can just forget about the specifier, and it will be like this, and it will give us the same
Yeah.
output. So the
Okay.
switch case should be like it has the switch itself and the condition. So or the
Okay.
case, not the condition, the case.
Okay.
So and
Okay.
I have to give the switch case the cases. Like in this case, do this. In this case, do this. In this case, do this. Blah blah blah. And I have to
So
give
what does
at the
it
end.
doing
Go
in
ahead.
this? Okay, it's printing. You just assign print hyphen str. What
Yes.
is that?
Yeah, just a normal function. I just
In
gave you the idea, not. I don't want to talk
what
about the
is it going
functions or
to
the
print in
implementation.
this?
Yeah, it just will
Okay.
print like printf string. Printf here should be like int,
Okay,
and
this
here
your function
not.
will print out only the
Yes,
strings
yes,
value, right?
yes. There is no logic here. I just make it
Okay.
for like education purpose. I don't want to go deep on
Okay.
logic, because I just here for support, you know, just give you the ideas and put you
Okay.
on track,
Okay.
and you just try the ideas. Yeah. So
Okay.
do you have
Thank you.
another problems here? But let me continue the switch case, because if any
No.
folks,
Continue.
if any folks like don't know how switch works, like we have to have a switch word here, and we have to have the like the thing we're gonna switch to, like the the character itself, or the case itself. Here we have a case is a character, so we have to have the character. So here we have a variable name specifier with S. I just gave him S. I don't want to make it complex. And we have to have some cases, and at the end we have to have a default value when the specifier being like there is like I if I give Z or something like that. So Z is not any case of here, so it's gonna print this. So this is very quick switch case, and some of you make this code like using some logic here, put some code here, some code here, some code here, you know, and put some logic, then like call the function itself, the function they made, and put some logic here and call the function itself. Then they end with a very huge function without any necessary. So we're gonna use another way to handle this. It's just for styling and for readability, and yeah, and styling and readability is something you have to pay attention and pay effort on this, because if your function not readable from someone else or from you in like in 5 months after you write this code, so your code is mess. You don't have to write code again, you know. So I just say the clean code and trying to make your code looks better and the cleaner, something you have to care about. So let's make this code like little bit better and cleaner. So does anyone has any question before we go in this method? Yeah, so let's uncomment this and explain this main function. So in this main function, we have a struct. This struct called specifier t. So this struct contains, let's see this struct. Like this struct is very easy struct. It contains a character s. This is the specifier itself, and a void function pointer. It's my pointers here, like it's here, like here all the function are void and all the function don't have any inputs. So here is the same situation. So you have another functions, like all your functions like returns, I think input, not input, return int, and takes the variadic function pointer to pick the variables from the memory. So you're gonna do the same way here, but with your functions. Like you're gonna put the output, the return value here, and you're gonna put here is just a name, normal name. I just say it's f means function, and I say it's pointer. It's a pointer to function. Just just it here, and here you're gonna put your inputs. So if my functions like get like n, so I have to give all function int x, for example, int x, int x. So that's the idea of this int or this bracket for the arguments. So we will keep it empty right now. So how you gonna use this struct t in your program? So you're gonna make an array of this struct. So this is the normal way to make an array. So just I name the array specifiers, and I give this array an initial value. This value is the s means the specifier s, c means the specifier c, and so on. And I give those specifiers the function itself, the function name, the function pointer. So I give the function, the specifier s, the function str, like print str, the function dealing with strings. Here I give the c, the function dealing with the characters. I give the int, the function deal with the specifier d with int, and here is I, same function, and I can do whatever I want. So I made this on only 2 lines. If I do this, it will be only 1 line, you know, and it's yeah, it's more than 18, but so I have to split this into 2 lines as it is. So if I have more, I can do more. It's fine. I can just make a comma here and put more. So I have tons of specifiers on just 4 or 5 lines, and you don't want you don't have to have like more than this count, and it will fit your project as well, because your specifiers
Hello,
not
Emad.
a lot. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello,
Hello.
Emad Ahmed.
Yes.
Sorry, are you recording this session?
Yeah, for sure. I will check the
Right.
record. Yeah,
All
I
right.
record the session. Yeah, don't worry, guys. Don't take notes. Don't try this code. Just focus with me. And if you have questions, just give me your questions. And everything is recording. And we have here, like, wait a second. We have on the this repo. I will send you this repo. Uh, we have all sessions. Wait a second. We have all sessions here, like learning imposters. Some of them like put their sessions here, so you're gonna find all records of all sessions, and this session resources are here in the time, in the specific time of the session, and the record will be soon after the session. I gonna put the record, so don't worry, guys, and just focus with me.
Okay, what's the name of the repo?
The repo, yeah, I will send you the repo. I just want you to focus right now. Don't worry.
Okay. Good.
Here is the repo. Don't worry. Yeah. So let's back to our talk. So here is the code. Let's try this code, and let's see is it work or not. But let's continue explaining this, like how to access this specifier, or how to access the functions. It's very easy. If you want to access something from the array, you just say the array name and the thing on the array, the position, the index. So I want to access number 0, like the string, the s1. I assume I doing loop or whatever on this array, and I get the s, and I just put dot, and it says you want the function. I say yes, I want the function. Then that's it. Just give him clean brackets without empty brackets, without any arguments. But in your project, I know you're gonna give like an argument. I just will give you the idea right now. So it's like this, so easy. And here is the return of the int main. So let's try this. GCC output, the same output with just 4 lines of code. Yeah, that's it about the function pointer, and about the uh, like the try to make your code into struct, switching from switch case to struct. And here is like very easy way you can like in your project. I will give you some flavors of what you're gonna do. Like here is the for loop. I have to have like an int here, like int c, int s, for example, and no, int I. Wait a second, and I have to loop for something to find the specifier. So I have s, like char s equals like b, for example, and I gonna loop until I reach uh, wait a second, I'm gonna loop until I reach like yeah, here is like we have 1 2 3 4. We have 4 items, so the count here is 4. So we're gonna loop 4 times. So if I found the character s in if I found this character, this S character, I gonna like do something. So if I found the S, if S equals the specifiers of I dot S. So this means this character, this character, this character, this character. You get the idea? So if I have this, I gonna use the specifiers function. I gonna use the I specifiers function, this. So let's try this. If I don't found it, I just gonna don't do anything. So let's try this. So it prints int. So it means like it means fine. It use the D function. It prints int. Let's see, because I don't promise myself. So I just see here it's print int. So let's try Z. Like I don't have this specifier here. As expected, it will print nothing. Yeah, that's it. Does anyone has any question about this point? I see someone open his microphone, so yeah, go ahead, guys.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
my printf, I don't know, like at this point I'm all out of ideas what could possibly be causing it.
Your printf what? Can you repeat?
Required, like it means that's what I need to, like my function, like what you did now is exactly what I did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just raised the voice. You say your printf don't do
Yeah.
exactly what you want.
Yes.
Mhm,
Yeah. So I have basically the same format you have now that you just showed us,
mhm.
something similar. But then I noticed that mine tends to print extra spaces. Like after printing out what it's supposed to print, the length is always more than it's
Yes,
supposed to be.
your
And for that of me, I've spent
your length is
yes,
more than the expected length.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I
So
don't know at
go
this
ahead.
okay.
Uh,
At this point, I'm all out of ideas what could possibly be causing it.
mhm. Yeah, so just try to trace out your output. I just will give you another resource. I will talk about this resource today. So let me share with you this resource. It's a very wonderful place. So you say you don't your printf makes something you don't expect. So here is the like the way to fix this. So you have this website. This website can visualize your application or your program for you, your C program. So just put all your function related to the situation. Like let's use this for example. So just put it like this and start visualizing. Wait a second. I have, yeah. And just let's see, like we're gonna just press next. So the program says the program starts from the int main. It's as we expect. And the character here it is not the Z, but let's see. Yeah, here it says like we have a character S. We assign it to Z. So let's continue. And we have also some function pointers here, and it says like it don't have pointers until now. Yeah, I don't know why, but let's see. Yeah, here is the for loop. It's start the for loop from 0 and keep going. Look here, the one start keep increasing until I reach like 4. And after the 4 I don't have to do anything, so I'm gonna print nothing. So you can't visualize your code because I can like be with you and see your code, but it's not the way you will do in your real life. If I'm not here, you will not, like uh, you will not fix this, but you have to have a way to fix this. So here is my way. My way is visualize your code. If you can't figure it out from seeing the code itself, try to visualize it. So my answer for you, just trace the counter. Trace it.
Okay.
You can trace it also with another way. Just you can trace like print the 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 counter. Like just try to print if the counter like if the I is my counter, I just try to print it after some logic I do. Like I do it like this. I just print this. So I gonna see uh, like my code, how is it going in my code each time. So here it says like I can't print, I don't know why. Oh yeah, sorry, I I do it in a Python way. Percentage D, yes. Yes, here it prints 0, 1, 2, 3 as I expect. So you can using print to debug your program. And also, I will give you a hint. Your write function, uh, see the input you give to the write function, because the problem always being on the write function, because you give the write function the numbers of characters to print. So if you print more or less, just see. If you just gave your for example your write character, like you want to print 1 like this, and you gonna say to your write character, just write. I don't import it here, but just we gonna say it's W, for example, and we give it like print in the standard output, and we give it like the pointer, like we have S here, for example. S is char pointer S here. So we want to print S. So we give the S to print the 1 itself. But here is the problem. If you say the third argument, like the length of the S, so you have a problem here. You have here a 1 digit more, because you only want to count the 1, not the 1 and the this and the null terminator, for example, or whatever. So just try to force or hard go code.
Okay. I should be
Yes,
keeping count of the fact that there will be a null terminator.
yes. If you don't need some like something, don't count it. And the null itself, uh, I don't remember it count the null or not, but let's check together. If I want to print a string and it's null, so let's see, let's print this. So let's len this, like let's print. This is my way always, guys. I just try it with myself. Like I just do this and say I want to print percentage D of this print. So let's see. It says yes, I have to have this. Yeah, it says 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So it count the nail. It count this. So if you don't count this, you have to count this. For example.
Okay.
Yeah, does anyone has another question, guys?
I got a question, or rather, I would request that you go through that if section. I have not understood it properly. The last section when you're
This?
explaining. back in your code. Yeah, the last section that you
The
can just
for
go through
loop.
that for. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, the for loop part. It's a very easy thing, but yeah, let me explain it again. So we have a normal for loop here. Why we put for here? Because we have only 4 specifiers. So that's why we have 4 here. And why we have this for loop from the beginning? Why we have this? Because we don't have like a direct access to this. I can't say like I need specifiers. I just can't say this. I just can't say I need S, for example. I can't say this. So I have to have a way to search on this list of specifiers. So here is the way to search in this list of specifiers. So how we gonna do this? So we just like let me remove this or just cut this. We have this for loop. This for loop means it will loop 4 times. We don't have any specifier here. So what we want to do, we want to just catch, or we just want to find the character in our specifiers list. If we find this character, we're gonna do something. If we don't find the character, we're gonna do nothing, or we're gonna do another thing. So if we found it, we will do this, like this, if, or else do this. Here is a very basic idea about what is going on. So how we can say this? How we can say how if we gonna find it? What is it? It means the specifier itself, the specifier on the formatter from the beginning. If you type printf, like if you type printf like this and type like Emad is my name, and type some specifiers like percentage %d, blah blah blah. So you have to figure out if this S is here or not. If S is in this list, means it's a specifier and you handle it. If it's not in this, it means no. If it's not in this array, it means no. You are not handling it. Your function will not do it. So it has to make another behavior. So let's see how we can like do this English words to C words. So here is the way. So here is the F itself. Let's type the F. So what we gonna do here? We want to find the S, the specifier, true or not. So we want to find this S if it's equals the specifier character. So what is the specifier character? So we are here. Wait a second. I gonna type it. We have the specifier itself, as we said before, and as we make an example before. Like we say, if we want to access number 0 function, we can access it like 0 dot f and give it an argument. But what if we want to access the number 0 element character, the S itself, the specifier itself, the specifier in our list? So we have to have the way, like we have to use S. If you see, the compiler suggests for me S or F. Who say S or F? I say this, and you gonna say this. How we can say this? Here we have the struct. In our struct, we have the s, the character, and we have the f, the function itself. So here is the way to access the number 0 s. Like this is the s, the character, this character, this character in this list. So what we want to do if we find this character, we want to run its function. So we want to run the number 0, the zeros element function, like f. So what if we don't find, we just want to keep a loop, and what if, like, if we find this, we just like it's fine, we don't want to continue our looping, so we have to break if we find this this s specifier. So we have to break. So what else? Yeah, so here is the 0 and the 0. So it's not seems like a logic. We want to just print we just wants to loop for every element here, every c and d and I, every specifier struct here, every item here. So we have to just change this with I. So when we change this with I, so the I will, in the first iteration, the I will be like 0, 0. So is the 0 s is z, the s is z, yes or no? So it's no. Is c, like the I will be like +1, so the c, like the specifiers number 1, c character is c. So is c equals z? No, it's not. So we're gonna do another iteration until we reach the z, and if we don't find the z, we just do nothing for this situation, in my situation. But I don't know what is your situation, what you're gonna do. So do you get this idea of looping on the list? Can you hear me, guys?
We can hear you.
Yes, yes. Okay, it seems like she don't have like access to microphone, maybe. But so let's
I
continue.
get the idea.
Yeah, cool. So does anyone has another problems here in this way to do the struct? Because I want to show you some, I want to play with you on some edge cases and how to think about edge cases. And I already share with you this, and I was planning to share it with you. This visualization, I'm gonna add this in the presentation resources and in the resources on GitHub. Don't worry. So does anyone has any question, guys? Looks fine. So let's play a little bit with the printf itself. Let's see the printf behavior with some cases, and let's like I will let you like I will give you the hints, not hints, but I just think with you. So the first of all, when you want to test a function, just test the normal case. What is the normal case? The normal case is just give this function a name without any argument, and let's see what this function will behaves. So it's cool, it's prints my name as I expect. So let's see like the count of this function output. So let's print I know all of you folks and all of you did this before, but just try to think with you. Maybe you can get new idea or new preview of thinking or testing from me. So just be with me. So let's do this and do this and do this. So it prints my name and prints 4 as we expect. So let's do like yeah, so it's just 4. So this is the normal case. So let's try to make it like little bit normal also. Let's try another normal case like number and let's say here is a specifier like percentage d, and the number is like 7. Let's see what it will print. So it says, wait a second, I will add new line here to make it clear for you. So it just say what? It just say the number is 7 as we expect. It prints the number and it prints the new line. Let's count this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the number and 6 is the new line. So as we expect, it's 6. So let's try to make it like little bit edge case. I don't want to put number. I forget to put number. I want to test my behavior of my printf. So let's see what it will print for us. What is that? I don't type this number. So it's a garbage. In C, if you don't for the printf, if you don't give the printf itself an argument, it will give you an argument from the memory. It just access random memory from the random variable or random value from the memory and give you it. It's called a garbage on the computer science way. So it's a garbage. So the garbage change if you see. So how to handle this? Actually, you don't have to handle this garbage, because you just say to your variadic function, pick me an int from the memory, and you don't care about the int. You don't care about the user itself. Just care about handling the int itself. So you don't have to handle this. You don't have to handle the garbage. You don't have to look at the memory and see it has an int or it's a garbage. You have to handle the int came for you from the variadic function. So this is the first point in this percentage d, and let's see the percentage I. So the percentage I, similar the percentage d, you can pass the same function to the both of the specifiers, as I did here. Here I did the same thing. I give print int to the percentage I and percentage d. So let's try to make it like let's think about another edge case. What will happen if I do this? If I make write a huge number like this. Is it the number or the garbage as we did before? So let's try it again. Let's try again. Same number. It seems like it's converted in a way to this number. So we have to think about this. So we have to think about what is my maximum number to type in this printf, for example. So let's check the maximum int. Let's Google max int in C. It says this is your max int. So let's see our not our, the printf, the original printf behavior with the max n, the maximum value of n. Let's see, it prints the maximum value of n. So let's add 1 to this, like it's just not 7, it's 8. Let's see. It's negative now. So you have to have a way to make your output looks like this. If you has something like it's on the maximum number of the ant, because you're gonna deal with ants, you have to deal with ants using this way. You have to print minus here. You have to make it like cycle. So let's add another one and see what will happen. So let's see. Yeah, it keeps going, like it's 7 again. Let's add another one, like let's add this. Yeah, so you have to have a way to print out the correct value. So just think and just test your printf with the maximum value of n and the minimum value of n. So let's try the minimum. The minimum is this. So it works with the minimum. So -1. It works also with the minimum. This is the minimum. So let's like try to -1 again. It gave me the maximum. So it's kind of a cycle. So it's your homework to know why it happened in the memory, what happened in the memory. So I just give you the ideas here, and your homework to do the research about this and why it happened. So until now, does anyone has any question? Seems like not. So we just have another 10 minutes. I will just try and make some cases with you. Think about these cases, try these cases. I will not give you these cases. I just want you to try with yourself. You are programmers. You don't have to wait someone. It's fine if you get some help from someone, but you have to start with trying the things with yourself. Just take the ideas, the words in the bottom of the deep, like the deep words from someone talks. If someone gave you some hints, just think about it, just try it. So let's try another thing. Like a lot of you guys like handle this wrong, like this. If I give percentage, not percentage, just 1%. It gives me like -1. So it's not the count I expect. And it also on some of your programs will gives a crash. The program will crash, like it says like sig fault or something like that. So because every time you want to access the next character, the character next to the percentage. If you have something like this, like let me type another printf. Percentage s, percentage e, percentage f, for example. So every time you see a percentage, you want to access the character after it, and you don't care it is null or not. So you have to check if the character after this percentage is accessible or not. Is it the end of the string? For example, if I have a percentage here, is this percentage has another character after it or not? You have to take care about this. So we have like 8 minutes. So does anyone wants to ask about anything? I'm here to help you. It's all I want to say about this, and I don't want to forget, as I do always, to just give you the feedback links, to just give feedback if you like the this session or not. Just give me a feedback, and I will be happy to hear your feedback. Here is the feedback link, and this session was by me and my friend Mahmoud. He is my partner, but he don't have access to be with us. He has an internet connection issue, so I will type for you our names, and if anyone has any question, just drop your question on the chat. Here is our
Okay,
names.
sorry for disturbing.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was late, but I'll just like to look at the struct code again. Just go through it. I think I understand what it's about.
Yes,
I just wanted
go
to
ahead.
see it, to see the nini
The struct. Yeah.
from the struct.
Yes. Here is
Okay,
the struct
how do we
code.
call the void?
How do I call the struct? Just
Uh,
type here struct t and make an array of this struct. The array, the item, the element in this struct is uh, is starts with the character itself, the specifier, and the function pointer. And what else? And how I can access the elements, if the specifier or the function itself from this struct. I'm gonna loop through this struct, and I have s. S is the character or the specifier. Like here, if we have like character like this percentage. Wait a second. Like if we have, for example, printf like this, so the character next to the percentage is the character s, the character I just store here in my code, but you can do it in your way. And I just see if I found this s in my specifiers list or not. If I found it, I gonna run its function. If I don't found it, I just will do nothing. This is my case. Your case will be different, I think, so do it in your way. So go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Is
you.
it clear for you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very clear for me.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
You're welcome. Yeah, what else, guys? We have 5 minutes. Does anyone wants to share something with us, or if anyone like the project or don't like the project? Is it hard or easy? Just I will be happy to hear this from you guys. What do you think about this project? Is it hard or not?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Good day to you.
Yeah, the project is a bit hard. Okay,
Mhm.
continue.
Okay. Yeah.
Continue always.
Concerning, okay, all right.
Mhm.
Concerning the project, you said the project is a bit hard, like you just said.
Mhm.
Not just a bit. I think it's hard because I've been trying my way to decode the questions and all that. For the task 0, I actually write a code using the switch statement. But at the point, I was still telling myself because I noticed it was Betty was turning me down because it's over 40 lines.
Mhm.
So I just want to know, do you think what I'm writing, because I am not currently with my system to show you, but do you think what I'm writing will work, or is it that it has to be a function?
You ask about the big functions, it will work, and you're gonna get score about this. But as I said before, you have to think about the style. The style is important thing. You have to write something that people can clearly understand. I know it's a little bit hard at the beginning, I know, and I want just say for you, after you finish this project, you're gonna go through another project and you're gonna gain more knowledge, and this project will be very easy for you to do, and you will say it was very easy project, but you learn a lot from this experience. I know you learn a lot from this experience.
Okay, now this is my let me rephrase the question. I'm
Yeah.
thinking because it still doesn't answer what I need.
uh,
Okay, while I was trying to solve my printf task, I wrote a function for the printf function
mhm.
for the tax 0, but I noticed that I will also be adding more things to print the specifier. Okay, the first one we are asked to print just C, S, and the percentage.
Mhm.
Or in the number two, in the number one, I think there's D, I, there is pointer.
Yes,
So
the D and I and percentage. Yeah, this
I
is the
really
first
don't
task.
understand. Yeah. So is everything going to be in my printf function?
uh, no, it will not.
Okay.
That's why we say, yeah, let me explain a little bit for you. So you have, let's let's draw, for example. I think you can understand with drawing.
Okay.
So you have a printf function like this, and just stop me if you don't understand it, or if I'm going in a wrong place. Okay, just feel free to stop me. So if you have a printf like this, and you have a name, this is my name again, and you have a specifier I, and specifier D, and specifier, and you have a number 1 and number 2. This is your printf, is it right? This is the printf style. So
Yeah.
what we gonna do with this? Wait, yeah. What we gonna do with this? We gonna take this formatter. This is a formatter. This string is called a formatter. So we gonna take the formatter and just loop through the formatter, loop through each character in this formatter, and see, is this character a specifier or not. So wait a second, I think I have a problem. I don't know what is the problem. Yeah, so we're gonna loop through this. Let's see at the beginning how is it looks on the memory. It looks like this,
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but
Mhm.
what is about the third format specifier?
What is the what?
Percentage. What is about the third format specifier? Percent.
Yeah, you have to print
The third
percent.
format specifier.
Yeah, you have to
The
print.
last one.
Yeah, you have to print it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you wanted to print only the percentage sign, right?
Yes.
As a character.
Yes, it's a character. I just give you a flavor of how is it looks like in the memory itself. So I just make it for you,
Alright, cool.
like how is it looks like in the memory. So it's an array, as we all know. The string itself, it's not a string, it's a character
Yeah.
pointer array. So it's just a character pointer.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just a pointer points to this place in the memory. This is my beginning place in the array, and yeah, let's do this like this. Yeah, this is my first letter. Then what I'm gonna do in this, what my printf will behave, it will behave like this. It will just start loop through all of this. Wait, I forget something. I forget the null terminator. I miss this, guys. You have to say I miss this. So this is our like break point.
Okay.
Here we break, here we stop. So we gonna start from this E. Is this E a percentage? No, it's not. So I gonna print this. I will not pass this for any function, or I just print this or write this, because you use a write function. And this M, same situation. This A, same situation. This D, same situation. This percentage, when I see a percentage, I gonna say, so what is my next thing? What is my next character? Is it a specifier or not? So here is come the like this part of code. You're gonna take the character, the I character, and see is like this character in your specifiers or not. If it's in your specifiers, so if it's I, so what you gonna do when you find I? All of you know you're gonna pick a end from the variadic function. So you just pick the first argument end, the first int argument. So you just gonna find the first argument end. So this is the first int argument. So you're gonna print 1. So wait a second, I have to write this. Like I have to write my name like this. We print this until now, and we have this percentage. After we have this percentage, we see we have this I. So we have to check the argument, or we have to pick an integer from our memory. So we get the integer, and we write this integer, like how to deal with integer. This is your way, but for hint, you just take this number and convert this number to characters, then print this or write this, and count what you print in the using write. Just you have to count. So I just will print 1 character here, or 1 digit. So I just will print 1 here. Then let's continue our way. I found another formatter, so I don't have to print this character. I just have to check the character next to this. So what next to this? It's D. We're gonna deal with this with the same situation we deal with I. So we're gonna pick the first integer from the memory. So we're gonna pick this 2 here. Then we found another percentage. This is another percentage. This user makes my function tired. So let's check what is the percentage. So what is after the percentage? After the percentage is a percentage. Here is like the percentage means print 1 percentage. You can test it here, like you can do this percentage and see what is the output. The output, as I said, percentage. So you have to print this percentage. Just figure it out, figure the way out. Like if you want to put another specifier here, like put a specifier here, like called wait a second, called percentage, for example. Here is the character percentage, and make a function like this, and like say it's P means percentage, for example, and print the percentage or write it. This is your way. So yeah, that's it. That's it, how to deal with the format. So is it clear for you?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, we run out of the time. I wish you like this session, and yeah, don't forget to give us a feedback. And thanks for your coming. Don't worry, we're gonna all things are recorded. We're gonna share the record just in 1 hour or something like that. Don't worry, just it will upload. Yeah, thanks guys
All right.
for
Thank you.
coming, and have a nice coding time. Have a nice day. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Emad.
You are so welcome. Bye.
Yeah.